Today's district tournament will be conducted under the rules and regulations of the Central Washington District 5 and the Washington Interscholastic Activities Association. Central Washington District 5 prohibits displaying signs of...
All right, folks. Well, we made it. We got set up, and we are here to broadcast some games today. Thank you to all our supporters. Oh, there went Quincy Scott. We are here to broadcast the Brewster games, and then we are going to bring you two other games today, and it'll be the semis is what we're working on. So we're looking forward to bringing this game to you here. Oh, they're already announcing lineups. We are going nuts.
Number 4, Taya Reiner. Number 14, Liliana Gonzalez. Number 20, Misty Crowder. Number 23, Alicia Garcia. Number 25, Kara Miller. Number 32, Allison Paget. And number 55, Shaylee Modano Padilla. And now the non-starters for the home team, the Brewster Bears, coached by Christina Dillard. Number 10, Maria Aparicio. Number 11, Nick Smith. Number 14, Rosario Olvera. Number 24, Abby Tomas. Number 30, Grace Becker. Number 34, Camila Maldonado. And number 40, Lucy Ramirez. And now the starters for today's contest. For the Coyotes, a 5'3" senior, number 3, Soraya Lopez Cisneros. And for the Bears, a 5'6" junior, number 12, Kara Shirtley.
Kara will be starting for the Bears.
For the Coyotes, a 5'8" senior, number 5, Kaylee Jamison. And for the Bears, 5'8" sophomore, number 20, Pepper Mosel.
Pepper.
For the Coyotes, 5'7" senior, number 22, Olivia Lee. And for the Bears, 5'10" senior, number 21, Morgan McGuire.
Morgan.
For the Coyotes, 5'9" sophomore, number 24, Alexia Haley. And for the Bears, a 5'11" freshman, number 22,
Berkeley Regals.
And finally for the Coyotes, a 5'10" senior, number 32, Aslan Herrera. Bears, a 5'9" sophomore, number 32, Paige Wolf.
And Paige coming out. All right, both teams talking it over, what they want to see coming out. Okay, we're going to do the national anthem. All right, did an excellent job. Wish that was live. All right, so folks, we have number 1 from Central Washington 2B League, the Brewster Bears, taking on the number 2 out of the EWAC League Championships in Columbia Burbank. Columbia. See if there's anybody we played in common. I don't think there is. There is not. Cleellum. They lost to Cleellum 40-49. So let's see what happens here. It should be a good game. Columbia Burbank controls the ball to start. Puts it over to Jamison. Over to Haley. Back to Jamison. Working around, trying to get it over, and they get it up and in.
That's scored by Haley Jamison.
So Haley gets that one. Page to Pepper. Down to Kara. Berkeley. Sinks a 3 ball.
3-point basket.
Pepper puts it in. Bears going to pressure. Inbound to Pereira. Jamison. Back to Pereira. Oh, no, that was Haley. Sorry, that's Pereira. So Pereira has it. Kicks it over to Jamison. Lopez gets it stolen away by Paige. She puts it over to Morgan. Morgan, a little too hard off the glass. Goes out of bounds, but it's off of Tri-City's prep. So Brewster will have an inbound play under their own hoop. Setting up for that. Pepper inbounds to Kara. Kara fires a 3 ball off. Doesn't fall. Good block out, but Morgan ends up with it. Gives it back to Kara. Kara over to Paige. Paige, oh, they're going to call a foul. Morgan goes to put it up and in. Morgan at the line. Bears up 3-2.
Foul called on number 5, Haley Jamison.
So Jamison with her first foul, first team foul. Morgan at the line. Gets that one.
Morgan and Wyatt at the line. Should be 2.
And that one doesn't drop. Rebound, Coyotes. Jamison with it. Morgan almost had that one. Recovers. Nice backup. Back to Lee. Lee takes Morgan with her. Paige gets the rebound. Ooh, say she walked. Pereira bounds to Jamison. Reiner with it. Doesn't drop, but gets her own rebound and gets fouled.
That was called on number 21, Morgan Wyatt.
It's Morgan's first foul.
2 shots. That's on Pereira.
Pereira gets to take a couple here. First one off the front rim. Bears up 4-2. Second one rims around but does not go in. Rebound by McGuire. Morgan brings it down, gives it to Pepper. Over. That one does not drop. Columbia Burbank rebounds. Jamison with it. Carry. Give it back to Brewster. Berkeley tried a 3, didn't go in, and ended up coming into the hands of Burbank. All right, Kara to inbound to Pepper. Pepper with it. Back to Kara. Puts it over to Berkeley. Berkeley puts it into Morgan. Morgan from, nope, that one won't drop. Gets popped loose and gets put up and in by Page. Jamison bringing it down. Trying to get around. She gets around Morgan. Nice little pass. Give and go. 6-4. Pepper with it. Pepper with it. Over to Berkeley. Berkeley all the way across to Kara. Bounces off Kara. Lopez with it. Oh. Well. So we'll have Brewster will get the ball over on the other side. Reiner going in for Lopez, Cisneros. Pepper with it. Down to Kara. Kara brings it over, gives it out to Berkeley. Berkeley back to Pepper. Pepper into Page. Page up, doesn't drop. Pereira with the rebound for the Coyotes. Page frustrated and fouls.
Walking foul called on number 32, Paige Wolf.
Brewster going to put on some pressure. Jamison. Doesn't block out. Burbank gets the rebound and puts it up and in. It's little things when you get to this level. Little things. Blocking out. Making sure you know where your man is and blocking him out. Tied at 6. And Columbia takes the first lead of the game for them with 3:58 left here in the first. Kara brings it down. Puts it down to Page. Page fires and sinks it. 8-7. Jamison with it. Columbia getting through the pressure. Oh, Pepper gets it away. Gets fouled. Going to the line. That one will be on Lee. Pepper to the line. Gets to shoot 2 with 3:23 left here in the first. Gets that one. Gets that one as well. 10-7. Columbia with the ball. Lee. Gets around, puts it up and in. Back to Kara. Back to Pepper. Page with it. Doesn't drop. Morgan with the rebound. Oh, they're going to. Ten-9. Bringing in Grace and Hialeah. Columbia with the inbound underneath. 2:44 left here in the first. Player control foul. Let's say call that one on Reiner.
Taya Reiner called for the foul.
Third. Pepper brings the ball down. Kicks it over to Hialeah. Gonna say. Okay, so they're going to call it on. No, no.
That's a Pereira. Just a foul.
Is it 5 or is it 4? It's 4. 4. 4. Okay, so 4. So that'll be their 4th foul. One more, and we'll be shooting. 2:34 left here in the first. Pepper with the ball. Long pass to Berkeley. Underneath to Grace. Back to Morgan. Morgan for a 3. Doesn't drop. Pereira with the rebound. Lee bringing it down. Lee doesn't drop. Pepper with it. Oh. No one does not drop. Grace gets it, gives it to Tylea. Back to Grace. Grace drives, puts up a little shot, won't drop. Rebound by Columbia. Herrera with it. So that'll be the second one on Berkeley with 1:29 left here in the first. So Reiner gets that one to drop. Ties it at 10. Brewster ball tied at 10 with 1:29 left here in the first. Pepper with it. Over to Page. Over to Pepper. Pepper for a 3 ball. Nope, not going to drop. So somebody. Okay, Grace is going to get called.
Called on Grace Becker.
No, that's going to.
Kara Miller entering the game.
All right. Jameson with it. 1:09 left here in the first, tied at 10. Reiner. Miller. I'm going to call a jump ball. 50.9. Page to inbound to Pepper. 50.6. Pepper bringing it down. Over to Page. Lisi had it for a moment. Columbia Burbank took it away. Jameson. Haley. Pepper gets it. And 5 now. All right, so they'll be shooting at this point. So Pepper to shoot 2. 21.4 left here in the first. Gets the first one. Kara going in. 21.4. gets that one as well. Columbia with it, bringing it down. Jamison, 12.8. Reiner with it. Deep three. Doesn't drop. Pepper with it. Kara with it. Can't quite get it. So at the end of one, Bears are up 12-10. Both these teams are headed to state regional round. So they're both going to state. This game is to hopefully improve your RPI a little bit, help the seating committee maybe bump you up a little bit, and working towards the district title where you get to cut, hopefully we're going to get to cut down nets and get a nice little plaque. So that's kind of what we're seeing for these teams. Both of them, like I said, going to state, competing here to try and get to the championship game next Saturday. So hoping to win today. And we'll see from there. Oh, guess who's over there? Let's see if I can get in on him. Zooming in a bit. There we go. Quincy Scott. Great young man. All right. Let me get ready here for the second quarter. And it'll be Columbia Burbank ball to start the second. Quincy played for Liberty Bell for years. Played on a bunch of tournament teams, baseball and basketball with my son Grant, a bunch of the boys from the Valley. All right. Jamison gives it to Lee. Jamison with it. Lee trying to get around Morgan. Morgan knocks it away and goes down for a little layup. Going to get fouled again.
Foul is whistled on number 22, Olivia Lee.
Morgan at the line.
That's Lee's second foul.
That one doesn't drop for. 7:40 left here in the second. That one does. 13-10. Jamison bringing the ball down for Columbia. Lee. Reiner. Yeah, she's done that a number of times. She's pretty good at it too. Ferreira. Pepper with it. Over to Morgan. Morgan puts it into Page. Kicks it out to Pepper. Kara with it. Kara with the three ball. Does not drop. Oh, saying her feet were on the line. Columbia's ball. 7:05 left here in the second. 13-12. Jamison inbounds to Lee, back to Jamison. Hits it over to Reiner, has it. Doesn't drop. All right, Morgan with it. Pepper with it. There's a whole lot of shooting by Columbia. We had a bunch of rebounds in that series. Back to Morgan. Morgan looks to drive. Says she walked with it. 6:17 left here in the first half. All right. Jamison bringing it down. Page gets it away. Back to Kara. Back to Wolf. Back to Page. Over to Morgan. Back to Pepper. Pepper for a three. Hits it. All right. Jamison bringing it down. 5:46 left here in the first half. Comes around the edge. Doesn't drop. Guess who gets the rebound? Morgan says no. That's mine. Ooh, threw away an opportunity there. Don't need to. Take your time. You got the lead. Use it. Then no shot. Say she traveled. All right, Morgan going to inbound. 5:14 left here in the first half. Jamison gets her shoes tied on. Morgan inbounds to Pepper. Pepper bringing it down. 16-12, 5:11 left here in the first half. Kara fires a 3-ball. Doesn't drop. Pereira. So into Pereira, back to Jamison. Knocked away. I'm saying knocked away. Reiner with it. Good block out that time. That was great. Up to Morgan. Page with it. Ooh. Don't. It's tough when you get slapped like that and you're thinking, I got this. Reiner. Pereira loses a handle. Pepper with it. Looks at who's behind her. Over to Kara. Kara gets slammed. And she's going to get fouled, so she's going to go to line and shoot 2. 4:08, 16-12. Pereira with the foul. That's her second. Page doesn't get the first one, in and out. Lee in for Reiner. Crowther. Page doesn't get the second one to drop. Jamison with it. Almost. Lee. She's going to get a shoot 2. Uh-oh.
Morgan McGuire whistled for the foul.
So that's Morgan's second.
Putting Lee at the line.
So Lee at the line to shoot 2 with 3:49 left here in the first. She gets that one.
Sarah Miller entering the game for the title.
Miller going in for Pereira. Grace going in for Morgan. That one doesn't drop. Pepper gets it.
1 for 2 for
Gets it up to Kara. Kara gives it to Berkeley. Berkeley back to Kara. Kara to Pepper. Over to Page. It goes out of bounds. Kendi Burbank ball with 3:34 left here in the first half. Jamison with it. Jamison with it. Up and in. 16-15. Page over to Pepper. Kara with it. 19-15. She gets that one up and in as well. Jamison. Over to Kara. Down to Grace. Back to Kara. Back to Grace. And they call her for a foul. So Berkeley will be going to the line. And there'll be 3 team fouls now on Columbia with 2:14 left. Berkeley gets that one. Okay, Morgan back with 2:14 left. And Berkeley gets that one as well. 21-17. 2:13 left. Jamison with it. Lee doesn't drop. Morgan with it. Back to Kara. Kara brings it up. Over to Morgan. Into Grace. Back to Berkeley. Over to Morgan. Over to Berkeley. Berkeley to Grace. I'm going to say she player control foul on Grace using her elbow.
Grace Becker called for the foul. Her second, team second.
140, 21-17. Jamison bringing it down. Lee. Lopez back. And Lee gets the rebound. Lopez back to Jamison. Doesn't drop. Morgan clears the glass. Over to Page. Page over to Berkeley. Over to Grace. Goes in. Jamison with it. 56 seconds left here in the first half. Jamison fires. Berkeley gets the rebound that time. Gives it back to Page. 39 seconds left here in the first half. Into Grace. Over to Morgan. Morgan fires a 3. Doesn't drop. Grace gets the rebound. Doesn't drop. Lee, 22 seconds left. Gives it to Jamison. We're talking about it. She's going over the top, trying to get to the ball. Let's see what the referees decide. I'm not sure. Back 5. Okay. Double foul. So it'll be the 3rd on Grace. All right.
Substitutions for the Bears.
Okay, with the last 13 seconds, Bears stick in a squad to limit the number of potential fouls is what we're doing, I think. All right, so just discussing what we've got going. 13.8, 23-17. Leia Jamison. Jamison going to try and get around everybody. Into Kara with 4 seconds left. Uh-oh. All right. I'm not sure what's happening. The headset on, I didn't hear a lot, but something went wrong. All right. 1.8 bear ball before the half. 23-17. Hopefully Paige is okay. She's holding her hand and look like her neck or something. I can't see, so. Well, folks, last time I was in this gym, I was playing AAU basketball, and Brian Sonneman was the coach, and Isaac and his team were playing here and won a barn burner in this gym. Okay. All right. So 1.8 seconds. No, 2.6. They put on 2.6, and it would be bear ball inbound. Okay, white underneath. $11:35. And it looks like someone's gonna. All right, inbounds to Pepper. Oh, couldn't get it off. Was not expecting that. Was not expecting that. All right, so 23-17 at half. All right, folks. Well, we appreciate it. Appreciate everything. Okay, thank you. All right, we are gonna. We got Quincy Scott and the Columbia Burbank boys who are looking for their first state championship. His senior season. He played for Liberty Bell, and the family was up there for a number of years. We had a lot of fun playing baseball and basketball with Quincy. Then they decided to move this direction and ended up at Columbia Burbank. I believe some of his teammates from his summer select basketball team were there. So went there, and they made a couple of runs at the gold ball and come up a little short this season. They're hoping to go all the way and bring back the gold ball. I'll be really interested to hear where he has decided to play college ball. The last time, I think I was saying it, and then when Paige left the floor injured, when we first moved to Brewster, one of the first families we got to know was the Sonnemans. And Brian and Lisa, spectacular people, love them both to pieces. Physical therapists, had Eagle Rock Physical Therapy. Brian was a great guy. He was a neighbor, and said, "Hey, bring your son and play on my son on the team with my kids and with everybody." And he was I think he was a third grader, and they were fourth graders. And there was Brian's son Jeff and Joe Taylor were third graders, so he had 3 third graders and a bunch of fourth graders, and they had so much fun. Brian was such a good coach and such a good man. Love him. Love. Brian, it was kind of interesting. The first tournament, I'd coached my girls, and I'd coached Isaac just a little, and then I was commuting to Brewster every day from Orville, so I hadn't been able to coach Isaac for a couple of years. And we get down there, and we start playing with Brian, go to a couple practices, and then we go to a tournament in Wenatchee. And we walk into this tournament, and I look at the rest of the team, and there was, I think one, Caden Riggin was about the only tall kid on the team. Everybody else was really short. And I'm going, oh, this is going to be interesting. And Isaac had a little height, but, he wasn't, one of the taller kids. He's kind of, I don't know. Anyhow, we're down there, and we walk in, and I'm looking at these teams because Brewster comes in, and they literally have, different shorts and the old AAU shirts with the numbers peeling, and everybody's wearing different socks and shoes. And I'll use the term ragtag. They just look ragtag. And, looks can be deceiving, and it really doesn't matter. That wasn't really my point. But, we got this team, and in comes the Wenatchee team. And their uniforms match. They got, all the matching shoes. And, they looked slick. And, and that helps. That helps a team sometimes when you have the look, right? You're going, okay, this could be interesting. And then in comes a Seattle Select team. And, they had same uniforms, same shoes, same warm-up jackets, same bags, same everything. I'm sure their underwear matched. And you're going, oh, boy. And the Seattle team goes out, and they absolutely clobbered the team they played. And I can't remember who they played, but anyhow, they clobbered them. Well, Brewster comes up next, and in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, well, this will be good experience for Isaac. It'll help him learn. It'll be good, and let's just see what happens. And Brewster goes out, and Fabian Nava, no, not Fabian, his older brother, Felix Nava is playing with Isaac. So we got Felix, and we just had a bunch of really good players, and they go out and they just start draining 3 balls like you would not believe, and it was phenomenal. Brewster ended up just beating everybody, gets all the way to the championship game, and I'm blown away. I'm going, wow, Brian had done such a good job with them, and they knew what they were doing, and it was fun to watch. We get to the championship game, we're playing the Seattle Select team. We get down, we actually are behind them by 2 or tied. It was really, really close. A few minutes left, and Joe Taylor fouled out. And when Joe fouled out, they took advantage of that because Joe was a good ball player, and they ended up winning by 2 or 4 or something. They beat us, but not by a huge margin, just a little bit. And our guys were just excited to have taken second and to have come that close to walking away. And the guy that won it, the championship team, he was so mad that they only won by a few points. Oh my gosh, he had them running, and it was for me. I'm going, I would not play for that guy. I would not want Isaac on his team. I was so happy with the way Brian treated everybody, and unfortunately, Brian came down with cancer, and I was really looking forward to it. It was the 8th grade year for Isaac and Jeff and Joe, and I was going, oh, these guys are going to do so well this year in AAU, and I was so excited. And Brian let me know he had cancer. I'm going, oh. And Wade Gebbers and Cass Gebbers stepped in and did a phenomenal job. I always helped. Corey Riggin and I helped Brian, but I can't coach. Corey does a better job, but he's pretty busy. But Wade and Cass are real busy too, but they stepped in along with us. And Corey's son was a 9th grader then, so it was kind of me. And I'm going, I'm okay as an assistant, but head coach, And so Wade and Cass did a wonderful job. Those boys had so much fun. I got pictures of them, and they did so well. We went to Yakima, we went all over, and we had a really good time. And I still remember that. And Brian, we did a tournament for Brian, fundraiser to raise a few dollars to help him out. And he did get better. And then after he got better, hey, sweetie, good. There's Quincy's mom. And he got better. And we were playing some baseball, and Jeff loved baseball, and we were playing and everything. And it came back. The cancer came back. And I remember going over to his house. It was, I think it was right before Halloween. And I got to talk with him, and it was just like old Brian, sitting in his chair. And we had laughs and such a good time, such a good talk. And then he passed away. But this gym kind of brings back some memories. We played a number of AAU tournaments down here in Moses Lake, and when the boys got older, we were in this gym a few times. And I remember Brian giving him a pep talk when Isaac was a 7th grader and the rest of the boys were 8th in this gym. And we came back and beat this team that was wearing pink to humiliate all the teams they beat. Look, we're wearing pink and we can beat you. And we beat them. And it was a wonderful game, and it was a lot of fun, and I'll remember that game for years. And, of course, pink, the symbol of fighting cancer. So a lot of good memories. And then, ironically, I was having a friend and neighbor and Brian's son-in-law doing some work at our house. Brian and Lisa not only raised wonderful children of their own, they also adopted 4 young people from Haiti. And Jeff and his adopted siblings. And one of them, Abraham, had always wanted to beat Brian at one-on-one. And Brian's a really good ball player and had always beat Abraham. And even when he was sick, I was told he went out there near the end and went out and took on Abraham. And Brad was telling me that Brian, he just played like he was fine. And he beat Abraham, even though he was so sick. He went out and beat Abraham and made Layens look like, nothing. And that was Brian. Great man. Really, really showed love to my family. So anyway, that's what this gym has brought back to my memory today. We're hoping the Lady Bears are going to continue what they did in the first half and walk out of here headed towards a championship. If I was to guess, I would say it's going to be Brewster and Cle Elum in the championship. But they're both of them are the ones out of their leagues. Obviously, Columbia is the number 2 out of the EWAC. They're playing the Bears tough. This is what you want to see, too. One of the things is, like I said, both these teams are going to state. But it's good to have games like this to warm up and get ready for state. I will say that, one of the things that I believe has hampered some of the Brewster teams in the past that I've watched is you go through league and you beat everybody pretty handily, like the Bear ladies did this year, and you don't have that tough competition. Now, the one thing that's good this year is the Lady Bears did have a really tough schedule. They played a lot of really good teams, and that helps. That helps get you prepared. They're going to the Yakima tournament, the Sun Dome shootout, and all of that's really good for them to get prepped for Spokane. Because if you want to make a deep run, you gotta be on your game, and this is helping. This and the game against Cle Elum, assuming that's where we end up, will be good. All right, folks, we're back underway here in the second half. Tara with the ball. Over to Berkeley. Berkeley back to Pepper. Pepper drives, gives it to Page. Page, deep 3. Doesn't drop, goes off and out. It will be Columbia Burbank ball. Jamison into Lee. Back to Jamison. Over to Lee, to Haley. Haley to Lopez Cisneros. Back to Lee. Uh-oh. Doesn't drop for her. Kara gets the rebound. That was Pereira. Pereira has 7 of Columbia Burbank's points so far of their 17. Inbounds to Morgan. Morgan fires, doesn't drop. Bears on it. Jump ball, it will be Columbia Burbank ball. 7:03 here in the third. Oh my gosh, I got to get that thing changed. I'm so sorry. Again, I keep forgetting to change the quarters. Chatting away. All right. Jamison with it. Bringing it down for Columbia. Over to Lee. Haley. Berkeley knocks it away. Berkeley gets a hand on it. Kara with it. Over to Page. Page down to Berkeley. Berkeley back to Page. Over to Pepper. Pepper gets control of it again. Puts it down to Kara. Kara back to Berkeley. Berkeley into Page. Page up. Doesn't drop, but she's going to the line. I am curious what happened. Because I don't know if she got a finger dislocated or what happened. It'd be interesting to hear. But she's back out there. All right, so Page doesn't get the first one to drop. That one drops for her. 24-17. Jamison with it. Both coaches talked to their teams, told them what they want to see here in the second half. Bears get that one away from her. Over to Pepper. Berkeley. Kara. Pepper. Pepper drives, gives it back to Kara. Kara sets, fires, sinks it. 27-17. Jamison with it. Over to Lopez Cisneros. Oh. Let me say Pepper. Call that one on Pepper. Jamison to inbound. Puts it out to Pereira. Pereira keeps dribbling, driving, trying to get it up and around. It's tipped away. Gets it thrown off Page. To remain Columbia Burbank ball. Into Jamison. Lopez. Page with it. Over to Berkeley. Berkeley over to Page. Back to Kara. Pepper. Page. Sinks that 3-ball. 30-17. Surprise Columbia Burbank has it. Yep, there we go. Wants to slow down the Bear momentum. All right, so Columbia Burbank will inbound on the side here. Lee to inbound to Jamison. 30-17. Yes.
Foul called on number 22, Berkeley's Regal.
That'll be Berkeley's third. Ooh.
Her third.
Okay, inbound to Jamison. Pepper with it. Haley with it. Pepper takes that one away. Kara with it. Couple opportunities there, didn't quite drop for the girls. All right. Jamison fires a three, doesn't drop. Up to Kara. Berkeley, Page, Pepper. Doesn't get it to drop. Pereira with it. Back to Jamison, back to Pereira. Lee doesn't drop. Look, volleyball, just bouncing it all over the place. I'm gonna say it's black ball. 3:48 left here in the third. 30-17. Okay, Haley to inbound. Reiner gets it up and in. Pepper with it. 3:37 left here in the third. Over to Page. Back to Pepper. Kara. Page. Deep three. Pereira gets the rebound. Pereira. All right. Gets it knocked out of bounds. It'll be white ball. White ball underneath. Nope. Jamison with it. Drives around, doesn't drop. Page with the rebound, gives it to Pepper. Over to Kara. Kara sets, fires, doesn't drop. Rebound, Pereira. Jamison, she's going to drive through everybody. Over to Haley. Haley over to, doesn't drop. Three girls and we can't get the rebound. Let's say white ball. Reiner and Grace are going at it. Haley coming in. 30-19, 2:23 left here in the third. The one thing that I've seen, well, you've seen it forever, right? A team gets up by a fair amount, and then they think, oh, I got to hold my lead. Oh, I got to hold my lead, and they lose it. Tenasket boys had a huge lead over the Mapton boys. I think it was 17 points, I think. I think it was 17 points. But it was a big lead. Whatever it was a big lead. And all of a sudden, they got playing cautious, and Mapton just like, our season is dimming. We've got to win this thing. And they came back with a vengeance. I think they either tied it or was within one. Maybe it was within one. It was super close. And you're like, oh boy. And then Tenasset responded, and they ended up winning. But you see that a lot with teams where they have a reasonable lead, and then they get cautious, and the next thing you know, they lose that large lead. Lady Bears, I haven't really seen them do that this year. I'm hoping that they just roll with it and keep going. Page is hurting a little bit. Back to Morgan. Back to Page. Morgan. Oh, yep. Haley.
Foul called on number 24.
That's only second team foul.
First second foul, team second foul.
So, Crowther in. Bounce to Kara. Kara brings it down, gives it to Hialeah into Grace. Grace to Pepper. Doesn't get it to drop. Crowther with it. You make little things and then you get frustrated, and 9 times out of 10 you're going to foul. So that'll be her third with 1:52 left here in the third. Ferreira. Jameson. Reiner. Lee. Reiner. Jameson sinks the 3. 30-22. Over to Kara. Pepper sinks that one. 32-22. Hialeah. I'm going to say it's Burbank ball.
Substitution for Roosters number 40, Lacey Rivera.
Going to save remains with Columbia.
Other side, basket!
Over to Kara. 31 seconds left in the third. 32-22. Over to Hialeah. Halisi. Back to Morgan. Gets it in. 34-22. Morgan's going to the line. 13.6 left here in the third. Second on Ryan. Yep, so both teams have 3. But with 13 seconds left, that's not going to matter since they reset. Morgan gets the 3-point play. 35-22. 13.6. And time expires. So, end of 3, 35-22. 8 minutes left. All right, so they're, oh, she must have got cut an elbow in the eye area, I guess is what happened. I see butterfly bandage on Paige. She'll be going back in here for the last 8 minutes. Oh, well, good quality ball going on. Both teams wanting it, wanting to get to that championship game. Both teams are going to be headed to state. This is good warm-up for them. If you end up in the top 4 seeding, you will play your regional, state regional round closer to you. Lower of between 5 and 8, you'll play closer to the 1 to 4. And then, of course, if you're in the bottom 8, again, kind of same deal, 9 to 13, or 9 to 12. And then, anyway, doesn't matter. We'll get that figured out. Right now, we got district ball going on. All right. Pepper inbounds to Morgan. 35-22, 8 minutes left in the game. Gets that one picked off by Reiner. Gracie knocks it away. Good job, Grace. Can't throw lazy passes. Reiner. Lee. Reiner out rebounded us. Page with it. Morgan with it. Pepper with it. Morgan with it. Pepper with it. Up and in. 37-24, 7:18 left. Jameson. It's over to Reiner. Reiner fires deep three, goes nowhere. So it'll be bare ball. Legs are getting tired in the fourth quarter. Morgan bringing it down. Over to Grace. Over to Berkeley. Over to Page. Back to Berkeley. Loses a handle. Pepper picks it up. Doesn't get it to drop, but she's going to the line. 6:44, 37-24. Doesn't get the first one to drop. Doesn't get the second one. Jameson with it. There. That's right. Morgan.
Foul call on Brewster's Morgan White, her third. They're at the line shooting two. Kara shooting lead, we're entering the game with Bears.
Gets that one. 35-27. Or 37-25. Boo. All right. Over to Morgan. Into Pepper. Pepper fires. Does not drop. They're going to call something there. That'll be her fourth.
Her fourth personal foul. Team seven.
So Jameson to inbound. Pereira gives it to Jameson. 6 minutes left. Going to remain Burbank ball. Lee fires a three. Pepper puts it into Page. Gets it up to Morgan. Morgan rolls. Tried to pass way down and it went out of bounds. 5:36 left, 37-25. Burbank to inbound. Reiner. Oh, coach called the timeout. Wanted to hold the ball, keep the ball. All right. 37-25, 5:35 left here in the game. Winner goes to the district championship next Saturday. Loser plays for third, fourth against the loser of the next semi-game between Mapton and Cle Elum. Both teams going to state regional round. Brewster coming back out. And say it will remain Brewster ball, or Columbia ball. They're trying to get it to Pereira, and they do. Jamison. Pereira. Reiner. Doesn't drop. Good block out by the Bears. Pepper with it. Up to Kara. Kara fires a three. Doesn't drop. Page with it. I'm going to say hold. So it'll be Bear ball underneath. So on to Haley. Inbounds to Berkeley. Berkeley up to Page. Page over to Pepper. Pepper up and in. 39-25. Jamison with it. Reiner. Lee.
That's not a foul!
Calling on Kara.
Foul called on the Bears. Kara should be her first. Team's third.
All right, team's third. Wow, she lowered her shoulder. She went into that. Lee with it. Into Pepper. Slow down, Pepper. Actually, I'm going to shut up. There we go. Good job, Pepper. All right, Jamison with it. 41-25, 4:16 left. Pereira. Reiner saw that one coming. Knocks it away. Good job, Pepper. 3:52, 41-25.
Go, 4 minutes, go!
Lee with it. Haley. Haley sinks the three. 2 point. Okay, so it wasn't a three. 41-27, 3:34. Pepper gives it up to Morgan. Pepper with a long three ball and sinks it. All right, so 24, Haley. Alexia Haley fouled, and that'll be her fourth foul, third team foul, and so it'll be Brewster ball underneath. I do like the fact what I'm hearing today is a lot of cheering for your own team. Something else I was going to bring up is I saw a good post by Shane Spangler from Tenasket. We played a lot of ball with his boys, baseball and basketball tournament team stuff. Good family, good man. And he made a comment about what he saw in the CWB League this season, which was a lot of opposing teams really, instead of just cheering for your team, being rude to the other team. And I saw that a lot. And I was a little disheartened. And I think his post was spot on. All right. Talk about that more later. All right, Bears to inbound. Pepper with it. Kara with it. Page with it. Berkeley. That's lined up. Yep. 47-27. 3:12 left. Jamison with it. Reiner. Yeah. All right, so that's 5. No, that's 4. So 4.
Foul call on Pereira.
Pereira. So that's a,
Team's 4.
okay, team's 4th.
Misty Crowder checking in for the Coyotes.
Crowder. So Page with it. Down to Kara. Going to be Bear ball. 2:43 left here in the game. Pereira going back in. Pereira going in for Reiner. 2:43. Out to Berkeley. Over to Morgan. Page. Kara. Berkeley, 4. Doesn't, she got a hand on it is what happened. Peppers takes it away. That was one we probably just hold out. You got 2:17 left. Don't foul. Morgan gets it.
Steal and play.
Back to Pepper. Back to Kara. Over to Morgan. Over to Pepper. Sinks out one. 49-27. 1:48 left. Jamison bringing it down. Over to Lee. Pereira. That girl, good ball player. 49-29. She's got 10 other points. Back to Berkeley. Oop. Berkeley gets it taken away, and then she fouls out. And they'll be shooting. Berkeley had 5 points.
That is her 5th foul.
Olivia. Good young lady.
First free throw by Pereira is up and good.
Pereira gets another one. Okay. 1:23 left in the game, 49-30. And Bears sub out, wholesale sub out.
And number 40, Lisa Romero.
All right, they're giving it to her. 49-31. Up to Hialeah. Oh.
Technical foul has been called.
Technical foul.
Brewster bench.
She was pointing out the lady left, one of the Columbia Burbank players left early. So 49-31, 1:18 left. So they're going to have Pereira back to the line to shoot. A couple of technical free throws. Coach Gevers was pointing out a girl left early, which she did, but the referee didn't call it. So she got a technical. Doesn't get the second one. 49-32. Columbia Burbank ball on the side. All right, so Lee to inbound. Lee gives it to Jamison. Haley with it. Pereira. No, Pereira right there. Uh-oh. There.
Jump ball. Possession. The Coyotes.
All right, so Lee inbounds to Jamison with 53 seconds left, 49-34. Pereira. Travel. All right, so Columbia's going to put on some pressure. No, maybe they're not. Jamison walking back down the court now. 44.5. Hialeah with it. 43. 39. 49-34. Hialeah. Liv getting some pressure put on. Liv trying. Jamison. Lee. Haley. Herrera. Doesn't drop, but she gets her own rebound and gets fouled. 13.7. 15 points for her. She'll be back at the line. Gets that one. 16 points for her today. $13.7 left on the clock. Gets that one as well. 17 points on the day. Abby Pamatz with the ball. Brings it down with 8 seconds left. Gives it to Leezy. Back to Abby. 3, 2, 1.
Final score. The first player is
49-36. Great job, ladies. Did awesome. All right. Well, Bears are going to the championship, and Coyotes will be playing for third, fourth. And in comes Liberty Bell boys. Max Surface. Quick Surface. All right, so. All right, so Liberty Bell boys going to be playing here in 15 minutes versus the Columbia Burbank boys. So we'll see how that all goes. Oh, goodness. Well, that was a good game for the Bears. I am really happy with the way they performed. Isn't that? It's important that I'm happy with the way they performed. That's all that really matters is what I think. You know, actually they did. Dad joke, or I'm funnier than I think I am. Anyway, it is a lot of fun to broadcast these games, and I love the folks that have been able to support us and help us be able to do this. This season, there's fees for the games that I haven't had. These games I haven't had to pay before. I've had to pay once we get to regional and state rounds. But I didn't have to pay when I was at the league and district rounds. So something new this year, and I appreciate everybody that's helped with that additional expense. They also changed it up. Before we were paying for audio broadcasting fees, and now they got it split up into web broadcasting. So with web streaming, it's now $50 a game, And so that adds up quickly when you're doing as many as you possibly can. But we're going to cover the Libertyville boys here in the semifinal against the Columbia Burbank boys. And then we're going to pack up as quickly as we can to get over to the Lake Roosevelt boys semifinal game as well. The last game here in the main gym is Cle Elum versus Mabton ladies, and I love Cle Elum. For those that have followed along, I was actually born in Ellensburg and raised in Ronald, and went to Cle Elum kindergarten and first grade, so I got roots there too. Got some great friends there in the Starkoviches, and great memories of the Malcolms and the Wise family, and so anyway. But we're going to broadcast this game here. The Mountain Lions snuck by Okanagan by 1 in league play and ended up taking second in CWB league. So they ended up second behind Lake Roosevelt. And, of course, Columbia Burbank is number 1 for the EWAC league. And I'm trying to think who was number 2. LaSalle, I believe. I think it's LaSalle. Yeah, LaSalle. Tri-Cities Prep is who Liberty Bell had to beat in order to compete with these guys here. So number 3 was Tri-Cities Prep. They're a good team. Liberty Bell was able to beat them, to have the opportunity here to head towards the championship. But we are happy and excited to be here. And again, appreciate everybody that has helped fund our adventures this season in league and district play. We will be back next week, and we got enough sponsorship that we'll be able to cover 3 games next week as well. So 3 this week, 3 next week. So we're excited about that. And going to try and spread it out a little bit, trying to get to an Okanagan game next week. I think I'm trying to remember if everything plays out like I think it will, and I could be wrong. I'm hoping we're going to get to Okanagan game, the Brewster ladies at 12:30, and then I'm not sure what we'll do after that. Yeah, so hopefully we get the Okanagan game next week, Brewster game. And then I don't know if we'll get a Liberty Bell game next week too, or another LR. I'm not sure. Anyway, we're going to see where it's all going to play out. We'll try and get it all sorted out as things figure out today, and should be good. I'm actually going to do a test here and check out some Wi-Fi that they provided. Oh, it didn't upload, gosh darn it. Oh, maybe it will. Maybe it won't. There we go. All right, so They thought they had a Wi-Fi network, but it's actually not broadcasting. So we're just going to stay on cellular, and it's done a good job, so we'll just keep rolling with that. Oh, I guess I got 9 minutes to get this figured out. Get the teams in here. All right. Well, it's kind of ironic in the standpoint of Quincy Scott could very well have been playing for this Liberty Bell team that he's facing today. That's where he played. I remember when they were 7th, 8th grade AAU team, they were amazing. They were so quick and so fast, and he added another dimension to them. It was really impressive. They did exceptionally well. And they were fun to watch. Even if they were clobbering you, it was fun to watch. But he was then the family was trying to decide where they wanted to go to hopefully get him seen a little bit more. And there was a part of me that wanted to see him come down so that Grant and him could play baseball and basketball together. I think they would have had a lot of fun together. Great family. But I think his summer tournament team had players that were down at Columbia, Burbank, and so that's where they ended up. And I am certain that he has had various opportunities to play at the college level. There he is right there, as a matter of fact, walking to your right, from left to right, number 13 for Columbia. Has a lot of friends on the, like I said, a lot of friends he grew up with on the Liberty Bell team. And again, love his family, his mom and dad. Always enjoyed talking with them. They number of times they had animals up at the Okanagan County Fair, and Grant was up there, and him and Quincy got to chit chat and hang out and have some fun. So, oh goodness, Liberty Bell. Like I said, you know that. Okay, I got 6:51 left here before this thing gets going, and I'm going to get on my little soapbox and say that the Central Washington B League this season for the boys was really strong. On any night, any of the teams could beat any of the teams. They did really, really well, and it was a lot of fun to see and to go, and it went good. So, you know, I would say that the Brewster beat Tenasket. Tenasket beat Liberty Bell. Liberty Bell beat Lake Roosevelt. You know, it just was a season where you just didn't know. And that's kind of ironic from the standpoint, I've always told my kids, I said back in the day when there was the Caribou Trail League, you know, you never knew. When you stepped on the court, any given night, any team could beat any team. There wasn't this, you know, one team that's going to clobber everybody. And in a lot of their seasons, there was a team that you knew was most likely going to clobber another team. And we've seen that a lot. But the last couple of years, you know, there might have been one standout team and then everybody else grouped together, or the ability for any team to beat any team. And we've seen that more and more, and I thought I kind of like it. It's kind of cool. So I really do believe, though, that the Central Washington B League. I would have loved to have seen 4 open state spots here at this district playoff, and the top 5 teams going for those 4 spots. I think that it makes sense to have the number 1 out of each league be given state. I would hate for Columbia Burbank. Let's say Columbia Burbank came here to play, and somebody was let's say Quincy and Tristan and some of the guys were really sick, and they just didn't play well, and they lost to a number 5 from another league or number 6 from another league just because they were all sick or whatever, or the other team just had that once-in-a-lifetime game. I would hate to see Columbia Burbank not have opportunity to be in Spokane because they are a quality team and they deserve to be there. I feel the same way about Lake Roosevelt. I think both of them should go. They both have their season has shown they deserve to be in Spokane. And I would say, give it the number 1s. But after that, the rest of those spots, there's 4 spots remaining to state after you take off the top 2. Those 4 spots should have been played for by everybody else. Everybody else should have played to see if they could get themselves to state, and just let the 1s play each other for the district championship, and then let the rest of them play out. And if you want to let the 2s, I don't know. There might be some, you never know. Maybe a 2 should be playing for the district. I don't know. Maybe. And even if you did the top 2, give at least 2 spots and let a bunch of teams play for it. But right now, the way we got it is 1 spot, 4 teams, and frankly, the EWAC got all 3 of their teams to state, and there's only 2 going from the CWB. Actually, there's 3 because the Central Washington B teams swept on Thursday, so there's no EWAC team playing for that 3rd spot. It's actually Okanagan and Tenasket playing for it, which is a repeat of our 3rd, 4th league game. But I think Brewster, some people, but Brewster had a good team, and near the end of the season played some solid ball. Like I said, they beat Tenasket, played other teams really close, and I think they were right there. So I think I would have loved to have seen them come and be a part, in Manson or whatever. Just get your top teams here and play each other in districts and see out of all that sorting through the top teams going to state. But doesn't matter what I think. It's already been decided. What we know is Columbia Burbank is going, LaSalle is going, Tri-Cities Prep is going, and then for CWB, Liberty Bell, Lake Roosevelt are going, and then the last spot to state will be, like I said, decided. Actually, it was decided at the same time as the girls' game. In the other gym, we had Okanagan playing Tenasket boys, and whoever won that one is going to state. And the other one, their season's closed. And I just think Tenasket could have beat Tri-Cities Prep, frankly. So anyway, regardless of what I think, I do look forward to seeing how LaSalle does and how Lake Roosevelt does compared to them. That'll be interesting to see. On the girls' side of the world, we saw Columbia Burbank. They're a decent team. They're the number 2. Obviously, we beat them fairly well. But Brewster's been doing well this season. They are that team that kind of beat everybody. On the girls' side of the world, Cleelum's going, Columbia Burbank, Tri-Cities Prep, and then Brewster and Okanagan are going. And then the 3rd spot, or the last spot that's available that was from the CWB, Tenasket is going to be playing Mabton. And the winner of that no, it's not Mabton. Who are they playing? I'll have to go look. Tenasket ladies will be playing, hoping to okay, so it is. So on the girls' side of the world, you have Burbank and Brewster, Cleelum and Mabton, and then Brewster, Okanagan, So yeah, Tonasket or Tri-Cities Prep. So on the girls' side, it's Cle Elum, Mabton, and Burbank, Brewster, Okanagan, and then the winner of Tonasket versus Tri-Cities Prep. And that's happening right now in the other gym. So Tonasket girls got to beat TCP to go to state. All right, they're announcing the referees. We're going to start in the lineups. Jake, played some baseball with him.
Number 15, Mason Nicholson. Number 21, Mother Lott. Number 23, Finn Simmons. Number 25, Oliver Pablo Shaw. Number 34, Gavin Blank. On the injured reserve was number 13, Morgan Spellman. And now the non-starters for the Columbia Burbank Coyotes. Number 2, Mason Shoemaker. Number 3, Brody Shoemaker. Number 12, J.J. McVicker. Number 14, Sam Bengali. Number 22, Matthew Wilder. Number 24, Gavin Kinzer. And number 32, Braxton Couch. And now the starters for tonight's contest. First for the Mountain Lions, a 5'10" sophomore, number 1, Graydon Powell.
So Graydon.
After the Coyotes, a 5'10" senior, number 4, Drew Pereira.
The only loss that Columbia has had this season
For the Mountain Lions, a
was to Sela, where they lost 60-73 on January 3rd. And obviously Sela's a 1A. But they've won every other game. Had a couple close ones. The Freeman, they won 54-50 early on. But other than that, they pretty much dominated everybody. Tri-Cities Prep, they beat 72-60. So that's about the only other fairly close one.
And for the Mountain Lions, 5'9" junior, number 20, Cody Thompson. And for the Coyotes, 6'3" senior, number 20, Brandon Lee.
All right. Well,
The head coach for the Coyotes is Todd Shoemaker, and the Mountain Lions is Ryan Service.
Shoemaker has 2 boys on the squad, a freshman and a junior. All right. Well, we'll see if we can. Give me grace, people. Give me grace. All right. Mac going to be jumping against his former teammate, Quincy. Probably played with each other in their lives more than they ever played against. Tristan or Fremont with it. Scott with it. Fremont, back to Fremont. Fremont for a 3, and in it goes. Mac with it. Gets it over to Remy. Braden. Bodie. Remy. Mac gets a hand on it. Goes out of bounds. Perea. Recognize that name from the girls' game. Must be his sister. Over to Bodie. Fremont on him. Mac with it. Braden. Graydon fires a 3 and sinks it. Liberty Bell putting on some pressure. Fremont with it. I'm going to call a foul on Graydon.
Foul whistle on Mountain Lions. Graydon has his first. Team's first.
Fremont. Sit out to Perea. doesn't drop. Quincy with the rebound and the putback. Or Scott with the rebound. Bodie with it. Bodie back to Graydon. Or Remy. There's Graydon. Doesn't quite drop for Braden. Oh, Scott doesn't drop. Mack with the rebound. Over to Graydon. Graydon brings it up. Puts it over to Mack. Bodie. Braden. Back to Graydon. Bodie for a three. Doesn't drop. Lay with the rebound. Fremont with it. Off his foot. Liberty Bell ball. 5:58 left here in the first. Okay. Liberty Bell takes a timeout. Proud of the boys being this is playing in the semis. It's awesome for them. Okanagan's a solid team as well. I'm not sure if Okanagan or Tenasket won, but either team will represent District 5 well. Remy to M. Brown to Mack. Set over to Braden. Remy. Graydon. Graydon fires, does not drop. Fremont with the rebound. Driving, gets it poked away. Gonna say it went out of bounds. So Columbia will inbound underneath the basket. Fremont to inbound. Inbounds to Scott. Over to Perea. Lay. Scott gets that one. Fremont. Mack. Bodie. Remy. Mack. I'm going to say block. Be underneath. 5:10 left here in the first. 3-8. Remy to inbound. Inbounds to Graydon. Over to Mack. Graydon sinks to three. 6-8. Graydon. Perea. Ross. Doesn't get it to drop. Foul on Ross. Bodie to inbound. Bodie inbounds to Mack. Puts it over Braden. Yep. Perea. So that's going to be 3 on him with 4:37. They put in Schumacher. Bodie. Remy. Bodie. Doesn't drop. Lay with the rebound. Fremont with it. Shoemaker. Lay. Fremont. Oh, goes around and sinks. Lay. 6-11. Yep. Scott with the foul.
Foul called Quincy Scott.
Maybe 4 on him. Graydon. Bodie. Remy. Graydon sets up Lay. So he'll be going to the line and shooting 2.
Foul called on Brent Brady. His first.
Graydon has an opportunity here to get a couple. That one drops for him. 7-11. Gets that one as well. 8-11. Fremont with it. Scott. Fremont. Let's say got him an arm, so he's going to go shoot 2. Call Remy for that one.
His first. Puts Fremont at the line, shooting 2.
So Fremont at the line. Gets the first one. 8-12. 3:29 left here in the first. Doesn't get that one to drop. Remy comes out of there with it. Mack with it. Graydon with it. Bodie with it. Graydon doesn't drop. Ross with the rebound. Scott gets it. Coming down. Remy got a second one real quick. So that'll be his second, 3rd on the team. Finn coming in for Remy. All right, Fremont with it. Ross, or excuse me, Lay. Over to Ross. I'm gonna say it's still Columbia ball. Ross into Fremont. Into Scott. Leahy underneath for it.
Leahy with the bucket. The assist to Scott.
Mack back to Bodie. Back to Mack. Bodie. Finn. Graydon. Bodie misses that one. Scott rebounds over the top of Graydon. Up and through everybody. Mack with it. Bodie up and in. 10-16. Fremont with it up to Ross. Scott. Leahy with it. Finn gets the foul. Leahy at the line, shooting 2. Misses that one. Fremont coming out. Cooch. Graydon with the rebound. Graydon with it. Cooch with the rebound. Shoemaker. Mack with it. Oh. Went up for the basket and got the foul. 1:21 left here in the first. So Mack at the line, see if he can sink a couple. Doesn't get that one. Gavin goes in, doesn't get either one. All right, in to Scott. 1:15 left here in the first. Shoemaker. On the line, so it'll be a Liberty Bell ball. With 1:04 left here in the first. 10-16. Mack back to Graydon. Bodie. Over to Mack. Finn. Mack. Graydon. Over the top. Scott with the rebound. Bodie on him. Scott driving through everybody. He count the basket. He's going to the line. The freshman Shoemaker goes in. That one drops for him. 10-19. Had some threes not dropping, or Libertyville will be right there. Mack. Quincy Scott intercepts that one. Goes through everything. Slams it. As time expires, Quincy slams it home. Well, into one, 10-21. All right. So Coach Surface talking with his boys, telling him what he wants to see here in the second. Seeing if they can, like I said, if they had a few more threes that they put up go in, they'd be awful close. Just have been going over the top, skipping over the top of the rim. All right, so bounce to Mack. Braden. Gavin. Gavin gets it knocked away. Scott with it. Ross up and in. Surface with it. Braden. Mack with it. Braden. Bodie. 13-23. Ross with it. Doesn't drop. Remy comes across for it. Braden, Schmeckel, nope. Doesn't quite drop. Shoemaker, no, Perea. Perea to Scott. Shoemaker. Cooch, Scott. Oh, Gavin. Gavin just needed to hold on to it another second before he tried the pass or let him come across for the ball. But fouls. So Ross will shoot 2. That one doesn't go in for Ross. Fremont comes back in. Doesn't get that one. Bodie with it. Remy with it. Braden with it. Can't get it to drop. Cooch with the rebound. Remy. Perea. Pereira. Braden with it. Remy with it. Braden with it. Oh, gets it tipped. They're gonna tip off. Oh, no. It got tipped by White. That's why it didn't go. Got tipped by White, went out of bounds. Green ball. There we go. That's why it was off so bad. 5:50 left in the first half. Graydon. 16-25, Ross with it. Over to Scott. Cooch with it. Braden. Bodie. No. Herrera with it, or gives it to Scott. Ross. Fremont. Jump ball.
Substitution. Number 24, Gavin
Kinzer. Kinzer in. Scott. Fremont with it. Scott. Out of bounds. Liberty Bell ball. 4:47, 16-25. Mack with it. Remy with it. Braden. Graydon. Mack. Ooh, off the front. Scott with it. Ross. Fremont. Fremont gets a technical. Bodie gets the first one. Oh, misses that second one. Leigh going in and Fremont coming out.
Brandon Leahy checks back in for the Coyotes.
Bodie. Leigh. Scott. Ross. (17-27), 3:59 left here in the first half.
Remington has whistled for the foul. His third.
Finn going in. Ross ins to Scott. Ross.
Pereira with the basket.
Pereira. Braden. Yeah. Finn almost had that one. Ross with it. Drops.
Checking in for the Coyotes. Mason Shoemaker.
Ross with it. Leigh with it. Mack with a three. Rims over. Leigh with it. Shoemaker. Ross. 2:28 left. Scott with it. Mack. Bodie. Back to Mack. Bodie. Shoemaker. Finn gets it. Braden. Shoemaker. Kinzer. 17:35 with 1:44 left here in the first half. The gym has filled up for sure. Wasn't probably half this full for the girls' game, but a lot of folks in here. But I see some Cle-Elum hats over there, so Cle-Elum's coming in, getting ready for their game, which comes up next. Is the ladies of Cle-Elum will take on Mapton. Liberty Bell boys are going to go to state regional round along with Lake Roosevelt. And then the winner of the Okanagan-Tenaski game this morning, they will be the other CWB team headed to state regional round. And then, of course, from EWAC, you've got Columbia Burbank, LaSalle, and Tri-Cities Prep. All right, both teams back out on the floor. Liberty Bell ball with 1:44 left here in the second quarter. Braden, Bodie, Braden, Mack, Bodie, Gavin. Scott with it. Have a dribble. Mack. 1:23 left here in the first half. Bodie with it. Doesn't drop, but he ends up getting it back to Leahy. Over to Ross. Shoemaker. Back to Ross. Ross fires a three and sinks it. 17:38. Mack with it. Gavin was not ready for that. Glad it came off his chest and that he was able to get it figured out. Braden with it. Gavin with it. Bodie with it. Graydon. Oh, gosh darn it. Doesn't drop for him. Some of those would go in, be a little closer. 20 seconds left here in the first half. Ross with it. 7 seconds. Back to Scott. 2.4 seconds. Ended up shooting it into the side of the backboard. 2 point. Oh, sorry. Sorry, folks. That's a really good shot. Bodie got it, came over half court, shot it, hit the backboard, hit the rim, bounced up, hit the rim, and just fell off. I mean, it's so close to going in. All right, I got 10 minutes for halftime here. 17:38. And we'll see what transpires in the second half and what both coaches talk with their teams about. Obviously, you know, again, this is really for who's going to be playing in the district championship, and for just that, the benefit of this for these two teams, since already going to state regional round, is help your RPI a little bit possibly. And then beyond helping your RPI, it's just, you know, bragging rights. We won the district title. So we'll see how it goes for both teams here in the second half. Just certain shots just aren't dropping for Liberty Bell. If some of their threes had dropped, we'd be awful close actually. But down by 21 at the moment. So hopefully here in the second half they can get a few more to drop and see if they can, you know, obviously everybody wants to beat Columbia Burbank. The only team that's done it so far this season has been 1A Sela. But Columbia is hoping to go to state again they're going to go to state again this year. Already going to state. They're hoping to make the ability to bring home the gold ball. They haven't been able to do that so far in the last couple seasons. So they are hoping that they're going to be able to pull it off this year. They've got some teams that are going to be waiting in Spokane, I think. I think you're going to see Freeman, who came down from 1A. They're a good team, so is Colfax. You know, and Reardon. Reardon's a good team as well. Lake Roosevelt. You know, so there's going to be some teams that are going to give them a run. The thing about it is I remember a couple seasons where the Brewster boys were, just had stellar teams. And I was, oh man, they're going to take this one and get that gold ball again this year and get to the championship game. And I specifically remember playing against Northwest Christian Colbert, and one of their players had gotten, I think he had cancer actually, and man, one of their players just had the game of his life. Everything he put up, I mean, he could have shot everything from half court. Everything he shot that night went in. It was spectacular to see him play like that and play with the fire of playing for his friend. And they ended up beating Brewster, and it was impressive. But again, everybody can think that Columbia Burbank boys have got it locked up this year, and you never know. Some other team, some other player has a game of their life, and things can turn out different than you had expected. So we'll see. I see Braden Meyer over there walking around. I got a picture of his elbow. He when they were playing Liberty Bell in the league playoffs, one of the Liberty Bell players set himself up to take a charge, and Braden was going in for a lay-in, and they both ended up on the ground, and Braden got his elbow dislocated. And I've been trying to see how he's doing. Obviously, he's doing all right since he's over there walking around, but of course, I'd be babying it. I would have a big old white cast on it, and I'd be hobbling just to make sure people knew how bad my elbow was. I'm also not great with needles or pictures of things that are in the wrong place. I love his parents are great. They're great family, great people. I've really enjoyed getting to know them. Braden has played with Grant forever. And she sent me a picture of his x-ray, and here's like his elbow completely out of the socket. And I was like, oh, don't send me those. But, the good part is nothing was broken. And so praise God, nothing was broken. But I'm also like, anyway, I'm glad to see him. I'm glad that it wasn't any worse than that. That's just bad enough. All right. So I'm curious. I am going to take a wild – actually, it's – you know what? When you play tournament baseball, tournament basketball, any type of tournament team, you're not just playing with the kids that are on the team. You're also playing with the families, and you get to know the families, and you actually become a big family. I remember a couple years ago when Grant was playing on the Farmers baseball team, and we went all the way through the Babe Ruth stuff and made it all the way to the Babe Ruth World Series. Won the regional, got all the way back to the World Series, and we played against teams from Taiwan and Australia and all over the place, as well as the ones representing the different Babe Ruth areas of the U.S. and just the families. Just everybody on there was one big family, and it was a lot of fun getting to know them. But, we played Farmers baseball and got to know the Myers family really well, and I see Jody over there, and she's sat next to Christine Scott, Quincy's mom, and they're chatting away because they got to know each other and really appreciate each other playing on tournament teams together. And it's neat to see that. And, one of the things about Spangler's post, he's right. And I will say I kind of had my heart broke a little bit because I represent, Brewster. I'm from Brewster. I love Brewster, love the kids, love everything. But when we were playing Tenasket, one of the Brewster fans got their hands on a Tenasket Pep shirt, said Tenasket on the front, was their colors. They threw it on the ground and stomped on it. And my heart sank. That's not what you want. That is not sportsmanship. That's not how it should be. I know you need school spirit. You want to support your team. It doesn't mean you have to knock down another team to do that. So I was disheartened. And Shane kind of spoke to that. He mentioned that incident. He mentioned other things, and he's seen it in a lot of games and in a lot of situations this year. And I even hear it. I mean, I saw it during league playoffs. someone's going to shoot a free throw, and the whole other rooting sections like bounce, 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 or whatever. And it, is that bad? But again, cheer for your team. Don't drag down or try and be obnoxious to the other team. There's no reason. Cheer for your team, encourage them, have them play their absolute best, and that's what you want to do. And some of it has to do for me, some of it has to do with my son has played more basketball and baseball with like Max Surface and the Paz boys, Remy and them than he will ever play against them. And you never know who's going to end up playing together at a college or working together. Maybe they both go into a trade together. You just never know. Or ends up living in a town with you. I mean, Orville, I have good friends that live in Tenasket, in Omak, Okanagan. They're all throughout the valleys, and you just never know where people are going to end up. And so treat them. Compete, yes, out on that court, play your absolute best. Put everything you got into it. Don't hurt somebody. Don't be rude. Play your best. And when it's over, give them a hug. You're friends. And being friends is more important than anything else. And I don't know. I don't know why this season has been this way. It really hasn't been that way the last number of years, at least from what I've seen. But this season's been a little different. So, anyway, there's my little speech about that. Well, the Mountain Lions have a little bit of a hole to climb out of here. But you just never know. And again, like I said, there are days where Bodie and Braden and all of them are Mac are hitting their threes. And if some of those had dropped, we'd be right there, or they'd be right there. I guess it'd be awful close. Obviously, Quincy has 16 points for Columbia Burbank of their 38. Quincy's just a great player. It's going to be, like I said, I'm looking forward to hearing where he's going on to play ball. And I'm sure Mac wants to go play ball too. Maybe they end up in the same college together. You just never know. And that's part of it, So, and I will say this too. I mean, I am right now, I'm a Central Washington Bee fanatic. I'm going to cheer on every Central Washington Bee team that plays on this court here at districts. And when districts are over and we go to the state regional round, anybody from District 5, I am your biggest fan. Last year I broadcast Cle Elum Roslyn girls games and got to know them. It's again, you got tie-ins, the Galandos. There's just a lot of this world is smaller than you think. But anyway, we're getting ready to start the third period here, and let's see what happens for Liberty Bell and Columbia Burbank. I gotta change that. One of these days, we'll get them to change that. All right, so Liberty Bell to have the ball to start into Bodie. Braden. Bodie. Braden. Bodie. Mac. Braden. Oh, doesn't drop. Tipped out by Scott. Ross, Shoemaker, Fremont. All right, so a whole lot of fighting for the ball. Lay. So Lay gets the foul. Remy with it. Braden. Graydon. Remy. Mac. Bodie. Just not dropping. Fremont. Ross. Bodie. Up and in. Or Ross with the Bodie was covering him, but Ross got around and got in. Bodie Can't get it to drop. Nerves. Pereira doesn't drop. Remy gets the rebound. Graydon. Braden just can't get him to drop. Mack with it. Mack gets it up and in. 19-40. Fremont with it. They call that a block, or what do they call it? Yep. So they're calling Braden. I do like the fact that Scott obviously tried not to step on him. And Graydon is tying his shoe. All right, they're good. Fremont over to Ross. Doesn't drop. Remy gets it, gives it back to Mack. Over Remy. Braden. Graydon. Braden. Won't drop. Pereira. Korea. 5:34 left here in the third. Fremont to inbound. Lay doesn't drop. Korea. Remy saw that one coming. Floats it, does not drop. Bounces Fremont. Scott with it. Rhea, Lay. Graydon. 5:02 left here in the third. Scott with a block.
Graydon has whistled for a foul. It's his third. Second quarter. Substitution coming in for the Mountain Lions, number 22.
Scott with it. Fremont. Lay. Ross. Remy. Won't drop. Scott with the rebound. Ross. Scott. Doesn't drop. Mack, or Finn with it. Bodie pops it up. Back to Mack. 4:14. Braden. Bodie. Mack. Bodie. Lay over to Fremont. Fremont for a three. 1947. So far this period has been all Columbia Burbank. Liberty Bell's shots just haven't dropped. Remy. Finn. It's over the top. Scott with it. Lay with it. Fremont. Ross. 1950. Over to Finn. Lay with the rebound. Ross. Fremont. Fremont. Mac. Yeah. I figured Coach Surface would take a timeout. You just kind of know. Well, Okanagan boys won 63-50 over Tenasket. So Okanagan punched their ticket to state. They will be going to the regional round, and they will face Tri-Cities Prep next Saturday at 11 a.m. here in the main gym for 5th and 6th place in districts. Again, Tenasket's quality team, and I'd have loved to have seen them, and actually them and Brewster taking on Granger and some of those teams. All right, Mac with the, or some of the other teams, Tri-City. Anyway, doesn't matter. Okanagan goes. Liberty Bell just struggling to get the ball underneath and get it up and in. All right, Columbia Burbank to inbound, Fremont with it. 52-19. Ross with it. Fremont. So Remy takes a charge. 2:17. Modi coming out, Graydon going in, Finn coming out, Braden coming in. Okay, Mac with the ball. Graydon. Mac with it. Scott with it. 147. Another discharge is on Scott.
His second. Team's third.
19:52, 142 left. Second foul on Scott.
Substitution for Liberty Bell is number 23, Finn Simmons.
All right, Mac with it. Scott with it. Ross.
Basket's good for Peyton Ross. Gavin Black was the foul. That is his second. That foul whistled after the basket is good.
1954. Ross. Braden with it. There is a lid on that hoop. Scott with it. Scott gets another foul. Third. Mack with it. 40 seconds left here in the third. Remy with it. Finn with it. Remy with it. Oh. 57-22, 20 seconds left. Ross with it. Scott, 8 seconds. 5. $22.60. So we head to the fourth. 22-60. 8 minutes left in this one. That third quarter was all Columbia Burbank. There was a lid on that basket for Liberty Bell. They just couldn't get anything to drop. There near the very, very end, Remy got one to go in, but otherwise, well, folks, after this one, we're going to shut down and move as quickly as possible to the other gym and get set up for the Lake Roosevelt semifinal game. As the next game in here is the Cleon ladies, which I would love to cover. I'd love to cover Cleon. Like I said, I got connections there. Wonderful people. As they take on Mabton, which is going to be a good game. Mabton's good. I was kind of surprised Mapton wasn't number one, but I heard one of their main players got a serious knee injury. I don't know if she's back or is better or if they stepped up, but they were able to handle Okanagan and get themselves into the semifinal. So, all right, into Ross. Scott, Ross, 3. Doesn't drop. Bodie with the rebound. Braden. Bodie. Jake's in, okay. Oh, Finn. Braden. 25-60. Ross. Shoemaker. Scott. Ross gets that one. Graydon. Graydon. Finn up and in. Scott. Kinzer. Braden with it. Oh, somebody kicked it. So. Body up and in. 29-63. Scott with it. Korea. Another charge. Remy with it. Mack with it. Graydon with it. Remy with it. Bodie. Call a foul. Oh, that's only the second here in the fourth. 6:01 left in the game. 29-63. Couch. Mack. Graydon. Oh, in and out. Shoemaker with it. Graydon goes down. Oh. Shoemaker. Over to Mack. Couch with it, with the rebound. Yeah. Couch with it. Ross. Doesn't drop. Remy with it. Yeah. Gonna be 3. So that's 3. Herrera.
Third team foul. Brody Shoemaker checking in. Along with Brandon Leahy.
Braden doesn't get it to drop. Yep. Yeah. That would be his fourth. 4:49 left here in the game. 29-63. Into Scott. Oh.
Substitution for Liberty Bell. Number 11, Katie Peak.
Hink in. Mack with it. Over to Hink, over to Remy. That's his fourth. With 4:14 left, they got 4 fouls on him. 1 on Liberty Bell. $29.63. Bodie. Just it doesn't drop. Ross with it. Shoemaker. Ross. Shoemaker. Lay. Scott. Remy with it. Shooting 2. Last 3:36 Scott and Surface over there chatting away. Smiles. Like that. 30-66.
Checking in for the Coyotes, number 12, J.J.
So Quincy and Ross going out.
And number 22, Matthew Wilder.
Just that one as well.
Checking in for Liberty Bell is number 5, Jake Brady.
So Jake Grady going in. So Shoemaker. Vicker. .325 left in the game. 31-66. Inbounds to Remy. Jake Grady doesn't drop. Wilder. Should be Wilder. So it's Wilder into Shoemaker. Wilder, Shoemaker. Shoemaker. Wilder. Wilder for a 3. Doesn't drop. It's a jump ball.
Jump ball, possession to the 9.
So Mack bringing it down with 2:35 left. Grady, or Jake. Mack for a 3. Bodie tries to get it to Jake and stays on the line. So
Coming in for the Coyotes, number 14, Sam McDonough.
Dottie. Dottie. Bodie. Oh. Well, didn't work out how they had it planned. It was worked in their head. We knew it. All right, Shoemaker to Shoemaker. 3 is a freshman. 2 is a junior. McVicker, Shoemaker. Mendotti, Shoemaker to Shoemaker. 6 to 3. 1:45 left. Bodie. That's the main Liberty Bell ball. Coach is subbing in. Michelson. Pink. That's Michelson. Pink. Doesn't drop. Michelson. Shaw. Lott. Doesn't drop for him. Wilder. Shoemaker. Dottie. 57 seconds left. Jake. Cade. Sorry. All right, well, running clock now. 31:72. 38 seconds left. Shoemaker. Shoemaker. Wilder. Shoemaker. 22 seconds left. McVicker. Shoemaker. 15 seconds left. They're just going to let it go back and forth. Let time expire. And that is it. All right, folks. Well, final 31-72. Libertyville will be playing for third, fourth. Columbia Burbank will be playing for the championship next week. And we are going to shut this one down and pack up real quick and move over to the other gym real quick. In this gym is Cleellum versus Mapton girls. In the other gym, it's the other semifinal where we have Lake Roosevelt taking on